Welcome to today's video. This is not what I usually do. It's because I'm actually in the middle of moving right now and I haven't really been able to code. But I don't want to just go forever without posting a video. So today's video is going to be all of the abnormalities I could win against in Lobotomy Corporation base game. So, to preface this, for those of you who haven't played Lobotomy Corporation, I'm going to be ranking which abnormalities I'd win against, and I'm going to get a couple rules out of the way right immediately. I'm a healthy 25-year-old adult man, and I'm going to be assuming they gave me a gun. So, when I say I can win against something, and you're like, no, yeah, I can, I have a gun. And there's not really a particular order to how these are sorted, so let's just start. Also, my little brother's going to be helping me with the tier list.
Hi.
Alright, so starting off with Training Test Dummy Rabbit. I think this is an easy dub. It's literally the training abnormality. It escapes and then sits there. I don't think this is an argument. I will win immediately.
Do you know how to use a gun?
Yeah, I know how to shoot a gun.
You got this.
Alright, I've got this. Alright, next up on the list is 1.76 megahertz. Oh, I should mention, by the way, for the abnormalities, I'll be putting them on screen to show what their size is compared to a person. And I could put like a brief description of what they do, but I feel like you'll just kind of hear that as we talk about whether or not I attempt to win. And in the case of some of them, like the Naked Nest or, you know, any of the other, you know, Lil Prince, things that make minions, I will put them in the tier of where their minion is, except for ones that also break out, in which case I will be putting them in the tier that I could handle. This isn't necessarily about killing them, it's about, like, surviving or winning against them if they breach. So in the case of 1.76 megahertz, I think I could survive.
Painful death.
Painful death.
What are you gonna do?
Look, it does white damage.
And you can't escape it.
I mean, you can't escape it, but you can sit in the safety rooms until the day's over. If you can make it from one end of the hallway to the other end of the hallway without going insane, you can probably survive megahertz.
Okay, but like...
Honestly, it's not an easy dub, but it's in like, I could die.
Fine, whatever.
What do you mean, fine, whatever? I think it's not even 50-50. I think I'd be able to withstand 1.7 megahertz.
That's true. I forgot it goes away at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, here's a pretty easy one. Alriune. The teleporting white damage monster.
Painful death. You have no chance, dude.
I have no chance.
I've seen max level agents die to that thing.
Instantly as well. You know what? You do get a mere moment to react to it. I don't think it's painful death.
Oh, right, you can kill yourself before it kills you.
I'm putting it in I stand little to no chance. Look,
Where's the world where you survive?
It's true, but there are worse abnormalities than Alriune.
I mean, that's true, but still, it's in a world where no matter what you die by being turned into flowers.
You just have to live long enough to escape at the end of the day.
It teleports!
Yeah, alright, that's true. We'll keep it high up for now. Maybe we'll move it. I'm gonna move this later. Or, you know, let's just do it now. Apocalypse Bird.
50-50.
50-50?
You got this. You got this.
This is the first and probably highest on the list in instant painful death. There is no hope. There is no survival. There's no way me with my dinky gun wins ever.
Yeah, there's a chance. More of a chance than Alriune.
Just because you hate it.
Okay, no, hear me out. The bird doesn't teleport. You can hide in an elevator, and you will basically never die. In fact, you can literally never die as long as you're in an elevator.
Alright, counterpoint. You have to win the day with Apocalypse Bird. You can win while Alriune's on...
No, Alriune can teleport faster than freaking Apocalypse Bird can.
You're just...
Alriune kills you faster than Apocalypse Bird can.
You're just Alriune pilled. It's not that strong. I'm electing to ignore you on that one. Alright, so this is gonna be Army in Black. I think this is one of those, like, I might win.
It spawns 3, right?
I think it's a random number of guys who spawn. And then they go to a room and then self-detonate, freeing everything else in the wing that they blow up in.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, it's in it. I might win category.
They don't really do anything. You just kind of run and hope for the best.
Yeah, but like, if I was fighting one of them, do you think I could? Like, do you think I'd be able to kill one before it exploded?
No.
Alright, then, like, it's in, like, the bottom of I stand little to no chance.
It wears, like, U.S. military-grade bulletproof armor.
You know what? That's fair. I'm just a guy with a gun. So, yeah, we'll put it up there. This is a tool. This backwards clock. This doesn't really kill you. The only thing of note, I probably wouldn't be strong enough to do the magical effect of it. Nothing would happen for me. This is probably my least favorite abnormality in the game.
Beauty and the Beast.
Maybe my second, actually. This thing wants you to kill it, easy dub. It doesn't matter if I die after I kill it, it's about whether or not I'd win. Not whether or not, like, I would survive.
I mean, dude, you just punch it in its big clump of eyes, and it just falls over.
It wants you to kill it. This and this are interchangeable, but we'll keep it like this for now because I hate it. This is behavioral adjustment. This is another one of those, just tools. It doesn't do anything. You die if you go insane. Wow. Alright. This is Big and Will Be Bad Wolf. I stand little to no chance against Big and Will Be Bad Wolf.
Yeah. Like, there's not really anything you can do against it, like, even a little bit.
It's funny to me, because Big and Will Be Bad Wolf is, like... He looks so friendly. Like, he looks like some sort of, like, furry mascot, you know?
It's the cute Vor dog.
The Vor dog. And then just, like, it escapes, and then you've got, like, an 18-foot tall dog monster running around the facility. I stand little to no chance. I don't even know if I could hide from it.
You could win.
What?
There's a chance.
Bruh. I don't even think... I still have a better chance of beating floating man in army uniform than I do giant killing dog. Big Bird.
Alrion should be higher. That's all I'm saying.
Big Bird. The, hypnotic head-eating monster.
This, I think, is the second painful death.
You think this is a painful death?
Assuming you start near it when you, I don't know, initiate the fight, however those rules work, you are going to be under the influence of its effects.
One person is. If it's a 1v1, this is an instant death for me. If I'm, like, in the facility and there are, like, clerks around or other people who can be, you know, sacrifices. It doesn't affect clerks?
No, it only affects agents.
Oh. Well, I'm probably a low-level agent, so maybe it won't pick me because I don't really not that strong. I might win.
You might win.
No, we'll put him at the bottom.
You could run from it. You couldn't stop it.
Yeah, that's true. In this case, we'll put it at like a 50-50.
No.
I might win.
No.
What? Up there?
Actually, wait, no. It is actually like super freaking slow.
It is really
I
slow.
might win. That's what I think.
I think it's in I might win category. Judgment Bird. I stand little to no chance. It's probably... No. I don't know if anyone's going to be higher than Alrion, and I stand little to no chance.
There's nothing...
There's not really much you can do when it just neumes into existence next to you and turns everything into dust and then teleports away.
You just have to hope that Alrion never teleports near you, ever.
Mm-hmm.
With Judgment Bird, it's pretty slow. You could run.
Do you think I stand a chance against Judgment Bird with a gun?
Can you get out of the room within the first 4 seconds of it deciding it doesn't like you?
Probably not, dude. That's a really low reaction time.
Then I stand little to no chance. The second it decides it wants you gone, you're hung, dude.
Yeah. Judgment Bird's really strong. Really,
Based
really
off
strong.
your sins, it'll kill you instantly, dude.
Instant death.
No.
Bloodbath, easy dub.
Absolutely.
It's the high tier.
Push it over, dude.
It's the high tier of easy dub because these literally do nothing. This one just begs for you to kill it. And honestly, you should. It deserves it.
Yeah, wow. Very, very controversial and brave of you, Bray.
It's the second most upsetting thing in the game to look at. We'll get there, don't you worry.
Fourth.
Fourth?
Fourth.
This is a bloodbath. If you're pathetic, it pulls you in. Like, you have to be, like, anorexic and, like, haven't eaten or drinking food or water for a month. So, like, I'm a human and I can walk and run and move, so this is not a threat. You literally, nobody loses to this. Easy though. You're more likely to trip over the rabbit than the, whatever. At least this is trying to kill you. Blue Star, painful death.
I mean, what are you gonna do against a black hole made of feet?
This is not a question. Painful death, there's nothing I could do.
Well, I mean, it's not really painful. You just kind of like, bloop.
That's true. I mean, for like the 10 microseconds while time's slowing down around me, I'd probably feel nothing but pain in all of my cells.
That's true.
So yeah, no question, painful death. It's an Aleph, and it's one of the, like, kill Alephs. Hey, look, it's a kill Aleph.
Whoa!
Painful death. I think the Blue Star is significantly worse for you. In fact, Blue Star might even... it's Apocalypse Bird, dude.
I genuinely think Blue Star... If Blue Star's broken out, it is worse than Apocalypse Bird.
I think so. But in terms of, like, my chances against either one, they're pretty interchangeable.
You could end the day with Apocalypse Bird broken out. You cannot end the day with Blue Star broken out.
Alright, so Blue Stars... We'll put Blue Star above, like, an actual super boss.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really does just say, you lose, try again. Censored. This is just painful death. I already put it up here, but, like, thinking about censored, it's just painful death.
The second you see censored, you die.
Yeah, it's... I'm not a level 5 agent. I'm not, like, a crack hitman. I'm a little bit better than a clerk. I don't stand a chance against censored. I'm not even gonna pretend. This is, like, one of those not applicable ones. This is crumbling armor. It
can kill you.
I mean, like, yeah, I guess we'll put it in I could die. But, like...
You just go push it over. Or ignore it.
Yeah, just ignore it. Like, it won't kill you, but, like, let's say I had to do work with it. Like, there's a chance I could die, and, like, if I had to work with it, I could die. It never breaches, so it should be in, like, not applicable, but whatever. We'll put it here. Low I could die tier. They're fry shoots. This guy is... Maybe I could win.
Really?
I stand a better chance against him than I do Big Bird.
No, you don't. You can run from Big Bird.
Actually, you know what? You make a
bullet that it comes from a portal at your location and goes towards you faster than any man-made object other than a manhole cover.
Okay, you know what? You make a fair point, but do I stand any chance? Is the question.
You got to him and got rid of his gun. He can't really do anything.
He seems really inaccurate with it.
When he's upset, he fires his gun because he's angry. Whenever there's an abnormality, he shoots the abnormality with pinpoint accuracy.
Alright, I stand little to no chance tier, slightly below Judgment Bird's, like, blue flare that turns your soul into dust.
I would put it easier than,
You think he's easier than Big and Will Be Bad Wolf?
Just get rid of his gun.
Alright.
Shoot him in the face, grab his gun before he can fire it. You're good.
There's a chance I could win.
Yeah. Honestly,
a small chance.
It might be an I might win.
It started with I might win, worked its way up. No, I don't think...
I'm devil's advocate.
Yeah, alright. We'll put him high, I might win.
That's what I think.
High, I might win. Alright, DRV, Dimensional Refraction Variant. This is a 50-50. It really just depends on whether or not the manager is paying attention. Like, there has to be, like, you know, like, the Lethal Company guy behind the camera being like, shoot in front of you. If I notice that, like, there's a weird hum in the air, and then the dude in front of me just turns into, like, blood particulate matter...
Well, with Dimensional Refraction Variant, you don't even send agents to fight it. The manager clicks on it, and it goes away. So, like, the manager has to, like, click on his iPad while he's eating his, like, Doritos.
He's just it's like iPad. I'm still gonna leave it in 50-50 though, because it's really not up to me. And if I noticed something was wrong, I would run.
Yeah, like, honestly, I could die, I think. Hi, I could die.
I'm gonna leave it at 50-50. I don't trust the average person playing Lobotomy Corporation to have empathy for their employees.
No, don't click on it.
Oh, don't click on it. Don't touch me. This is one of those, like, not applicable ones.
All you have to do is not press it. Easy done.
But I feel like if it was pressed, instant painful death. Probably number 1.
I mean, yeah, but this is assuming you're the one interacting with it.
Okay, if I'm the one interacting with it, I could die. Hi, I could die.
Okay, you are not trusting yourself. You're saying there's a chance you'd press the button.
I'm just saying, if somebody put a big red button in front of me and I was under explicit instructions to not press it, there's a chance I would do it.
I'd put it in 50-50.
You know what? Fair. 50-50. I played the piano. I played the Elton John piano. They told me explicitly not to touch, and then they left, and the first thing I did was touch it.
Okay, but if they're like, you will die the most painful death anyone has ever experienced in all of reality if you touch this button.
I'd be like, Cap, and then Cap. Dream of a Black Swan.
Yo, can you beat BTS, bro? Easy dub, dude.
The boys. We're gonna assume that the thing I'm fighting is what happens when it breaches. In which case, like, extremely high, as in, like, because the lower they go, the higher chance I have of winning.
I think...
Bro, if I think I have a chance, you know what, screw this. These two are switching places.
That's what I think.
Honestly, put this at, like, the bottom of I.
You just run from it, dude. It's easy.
I think Dream of a Black Swan is probably one of the lower I stand little to no chance ones.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot to say. It's extremely deadly. It's just like Big Monster, you know?
Yeah.
It does scary things, but, like, it's Big Monster, but it's not as big as fast as this, and it's not as, like, instant soul eradication beam as the two above it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll just leave you there. That's pretty self-explanatory. Express Train to Hell. This is, like, one of those...
I stand little to no chance. You know how many times you've forgotten to do something once you've been told to do it?
You know what? Fair. You know, we'll put it at the top of I stand little to no
I
chance.
miss you.
That's the only reason. The average save, this thing triggers twice a day, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing. You just hope the train doesn't hit you.
Yeah, and you hope Alrion doesn't teleport, except Alrion teleports 50 times.
If you
happens twice.
If you have a reaction time, you may be able to be close enough to a door to get out of the Alrion beam. You have no reaction time to the train going 200 miles per hour. There's no escape from it. Look at those eyes. It knows. It's seen what you've done, and this is your punishment. Fairies! This is Fairy Festival, easy dub.
Bruh, really? Do you know what the fairies actually do?
Yeah, the piranha carnivorous swarm of man-eating fairies.
Yeah.
They eat people because their guard's down, not because the fairies themselves are that dangerous. Change my mind.
They're faster than you.
Oh, they're faster than me. I have a gun.
You're gonna shoot a fairy?
When you say that, it makes me sound like the bad guy here.
Okay, but I just want you to think.
All right. You know what? It's fair though. Like, because I stand way more of a chance against these things than I do fairies.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that fairies aren't an easy dub though. It challenges my masculinity.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
Firebird. I might win.
I mean, you can shoot it and run.
You know what? No, I stand little to no chance. I'm just imagining, do you know how many countless clerks I've seen just instantly burned to a crisp the moment this thing flies in?
It's just when it touches you, it's pretty slow.
No, it's it's just the room it's in is just burning like an oven.
You know, you make a fair point.
Yeah. You know what? It's like I might win. I think I stand a better chance against the bird than I do against Big Bird.
Yeah.
It's like I might win. It's not even 50-50. Like, I give this thing like an 85 chance of defeating me. Maybe 80. Unlike this 99 and 98. Flesh Idol.
Non-applicable.
This is one of the non-applicable ones, but just to note, I feel like I could survive like 30 seconds of prayer with it.
Now, let me tell you something important. You take 2 times blue damage because you're a normal person. 30 seconds with it is 5 triggers. Okay. If you leave before 5 triggers, you die. If any one of those triggers is blue, you instantly die. What has to happen is it has to go like red, red, black, white, white, and then you could live. But it has to be exactly that.
You have less faith in me. You're saying I'm like weak. I'm immortal. All right. Well, whatever. It's not even in the tier list anyways. We'll put it in the high.
The high non-applicable.
High non-applicable. High non-applicable tier. Forsaken Murderer.
50-50.
Really?
His arms are tied behind his back.
Yeah, alright.
Are you faster than him? Actually, bro, easy dub, bro. Okay. He's just a dude on his knees.
Can you not say that?
Okay.
He's a dude on his knees. Alright.
Avoiding the sexual innuendo.
High easy dub tier.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's
on his knees, he does nothing, his head's made of metal, but you don't care, you have a gun and you're faster than him.
There's not a lot this guy does. I've seen Clerks win against him.
Actually, fair point.
Like, they make him look like, oh, it's this, like, edgy killer guy, and he headbutts you. He's the forsaken victim. He escapes and then gets beat up and put back in his cage. This is Fragment of a Universe. This is like 50-50 tier.
I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things that's like you shoot it, you run, and you keep doing that.
It really depends on how much this thing feels like using the magic part on me. If I'm just battling like a sphere of colors and light that shoots spikes at me, that's one thing. But if it like screams and my soul starts falling off, like that's a problem.
Honestly, dude, low I might win.
You think it's low I could die?
Low I might win.
Oh, bruh. This is not nearly as dangerous as the lowest thing on that tier right now.
Still, it's way easier, it's way harder to deal with than the button you've been told not to press and a ghost you can run from.
Yeah, right. Well, I put the button up here because it's funny. It's like a high 50-50 tier. I think it's the number one 50-50. So maybe that's why we put it there.
I like that.
Okay. Funeral, I stand little to no chance. Probably above Judgment Bird. I think that's not really...
I think it's behind Judgment Bird.
You think it's behind Judgment Bird, but above Big and Will Be Bad Wolf?
Yeah. I mean, dude, what? Funeral just kicks down the door, there's nothing you can do, he just walks, and there's nothing that can stop him, and the second he's in the same room as you, of which he's faster than, not Big and Will Be Bad Wolf, but he's faster than Judgment Bird. Right?
He does more damage than Big and Will Be Bad Wolf.
He literally snaps his fingers and you die.
Yeah. No, it's literally like, it's like somebody once told me, the door just gets kicked open, he walks in, fires butterflies at you, and your life is over.
Yeah. Or he just snaps.
Yeah.
He does have the snap attack, where you just die.
Yeah, he just snaps and you die. I hate this. This is,
non-applicable.
Non-applicable, low tier. This is the tier of things I like. And you know what? We'll sort tool/non-applicable by how fun they are. So this is F tier. Giant tree sap sucks. It's just sucks.
The tool that kills you when you use it, and that's all it does?
You drink it, and then you die. Awesome. What else does it do? It takes up a slot in your base. Epic.
Dude,
you don't even get gear or an upside either. Like, it just sucks.
I know. At least with, like, backwards clock, it has an upside. Behavioral adjustment technically could have an upside.
You know, behavioral adjustment's not even that bad. It literally just kills you if your sanity hits 0. That's like all it does.
It's the same thing as half the other ones. What's your point?
It gives you justice. Justice is pretty good.
Okay.
This is Grave of the Cherry Blossoms. This is one of those, like, not necessarily applicable.
It's a tree that tries to mind control you, so it's just assuming whether or not you could not get mind controlled by it.
I'm saying my chances of getting mind controlled,
I could die.
yeah, like, I could die. It's more dangerous than the armor.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Do you know how many people I've lost to armor?
Okay. That's just because you forget, dude.
Okay. In terms of me being an agent,
And plus,
it's more dangerous than armor, but like only because, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of high, I think I stand little to no chance.
Really?
I genuinely think the teddy bear is it the friendly bear is what it's called?
The happy teddy bear.
Happy teddy bear, yeah.
Just don't touch it.
Yeah, alright, we'll give it like, I don't know.
Easy dog, bro.
You see, it's easy. I immediately.
It's a teddy bear that can't move. It literally can't move. You can go in and work with it and nothing happens. All you have to do is not go in again. It's not even fun. It's old, it's dirty, you want to go away from it.
You know what? I'm putting it in I could die tier.
How? Give me a scenario where you die.
Just because, like, I can't stomach the idea of it being easier than Forsaken Murderer.
What? It's not whether or not... okay. This is of your own volition, okay? The reason people even die to teddy bear is because the manager forgets and tells you to do something, and they have no idea what the teddy bear does.
Mm-hmm.
If people did know what the teddy bear was, then it's like, yeah, obviously the last place I was in the teddy bear room. So you're not going to go back to the teddy bear room where it kills you if you go to the teddy bear room.
That is a fair point, actually. Although I do want to say, we've been judging a lot of these as if they've already breached.
The teddy bear can't breach.
Yeah, but the teddy bear's quote-unquote breach when his counter lowers is strangling you. So could I escape the arms of a supernaturally powerful teddy bear, I think is a better way of putting it.
In which case, it's painful death. Nobody's ever done it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's just because it's like a gameplay thing.
Okay, that's true.
Like, we're gonna assume that the teddy bear is not literally stronger than your captain of the information team who's been here since day one.
Reminds me of freaking Eddie, dude.
Yeah, we'll put him
The
in...
agent who survived literally a year of gameplay.
I can't... Dude, that... He was basically an abnormality by the end of it, dude.
I mean, dude, when you have 13 ego gifts, 3 of which don't take up a slot.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, Eddie was a monster. We'll put him in, like... He's more dangerous than Dimensional or Fractional variant, but, like...
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that.
I feel like there's a chance you escape the hush, go to bed teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
I stand little to no chance.
Yeah.
In fact, like...
Honestly, I'd put it above wolf, below butterflies.
That's actually pretty good, I'd say. I stand little to no chance. Yeah, Clouded Monk, dude, there's, like...
What are you gonna do when a man unhinges his jaw and goes, like, 80 miles an hour directly at you on fire?
Like, on all fours while screaming, bro.
Yeah.
That's straight out of, like, a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm saying, there's no... Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that placement. Letitia. It's like an easy dub.
That depends. First of all, are you fighting her or her gift?
Honestly, I saw the picture and just imagined myself like it's like me in the ring versus like a child, and I'm like, I probably got this.
You make a fair point.
But we'll assume like if it's a non-escaping entity, we tend to judge it by the minion. In which case, it's extremely high. I could die.
Bruh.
They're not that strong. They're not even stronger than any of these things.
I think they really are.
Her minions aren't that good, bro.
They're stronger than fragment of the universe.
You know what? You do make a fair point. If it is me versus one of the minions that I just watched erupt from one of my coworkers,
It's a, like, you're putting it as there's a higher likelihood you'll win than you lose.
all right, you know what? Fair. She's like low, I might win tier.
Yeah, like you have a 40% chance of it.
40% best at beat me sounds about correct.
Yeah.
All right. Y Pianto de la Luna. It's like 50-50 tier.
Bruh, I could die.
You think it's I could die? It's pretty strong, man.
It's so slow. And all it has is its stick.
It's 50-50 tier.
It has a limited amount of time it's allowed to be out of its cell.
Oh, that's true.
Like, all you have to do is run away from it.
But like, if it's just like kick down the door, there's not a lot you can really do aside from.
I mean, she
instantly
goes,
start running.
"Oh no, I am gonna kill you," and swings her like stupid stick.
Okay.
Like a grandma could dodge the attack.
It is a grandma. It's a grandma that beats you with a magic stick.
Are you stronger than a grandma?
Not that one.
What?
I'm not taking that, bro. This high 50-50 tier. I think you're underestimating it because in game you can get justice stats really high and run away from it.
I've seen the teddy bear kill more clerks than the teddy bear can.
All right. Here's a fun one. Lil Helper.
Might win.
It's extremely high. I might win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a chance.
Like it's one of those ones where it's not you run. It's not this or that. It's can you kill it before it kills you. It's a metal sphere with knives.
Knives, chainsaws, hands clicking down the hallway at Mach speed towards you.
Yeah. So it's just all about, shooting it before it kills you. Knowing you could take a few stabs to the chest and
a couple.
Survive.
I'm putting it. I think it's like it's extremely high and I might win, but it's not. I stand little to no chance tier.
That's what I.
Because I look at everything before it and I'm just like, you know what? Instant death robot, you're not so bad. All right. Painful death.
Painful death. Honestly, above censored. Like, you have a higher likelihood of hearing the door open, of surviving versus censored, than hearing the door open and it's mercenary.
Red Riding Mercenary.
Because here's the thing. You can run from an abnormality and it won't follow you. Against mercenary, the second it decides it wants you dead, you're dead.
There's not really anything you could do.
You're gonna win in a gunfight against literally the strongest mercenary in history?
I know, it's so funny to me when it's like, no, mercenaries wow, because she helps you sometimes. And then, like, mercenary walks up to an A-lift and just, like, wipes the floor with them and then walks back to her cell and you're like, I'm not sure she's wow.
Oh no, censored broke out. I guess I'm sending mercenary. And then mercenary just like, oh no, blue star broke out. You will beat the day as long as you have, enough time, I guess.
4 seconds.
Okay. It'll kill clerks, it'll kill your level 1 agents, it won't kill your fivers. Like, you can beat, blue star. Like, in just a one-on-one fight, mercenary beats blue star, which is not okay. Why is mercenary so strong?
Okay,
it's ignoring a question for God.
Ignoring the bad game balancing behind mercenary, like, if I was an agent, would still definitely be able, like, because at least with, like, Alriune, like, you just, there's, like, a flash of light and it's over. It all goes black, But with mercenary, that's not the case. I would fight anyone in I stand little to no chance tier, plus a buddy from I might win tier before I would go against mercenary. This sucks. Non-applicable. It sucks. It's another tool. This one's literally bugged. It just doesn't work. It's an equipment that kills you. Wow, there's 3 of them already. Awesome tool design, guys. All right, Meat Lantern. I think Meat Lantern is like high I could die.
I mean, yeah, you just kind of don't go near it.
It
And
really...
you have a gun. Actually, no, dude, that's like, it's low. I could die. I'd put it below fairies.
I'd say fairies have less of a chance of killing you than Meat Lantern. Meat Lantern does if it gets you, and the range is big. You do die. I've seen one agent ever of mine survive Meat Lantern, and it's because they were in maxed out A-lift gear and level 5 and everything. So, like, it is dangerous. And
I mean, yeah, but like, I'd say it's I could die because you might not notice the flower.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
But,
the odds are,
If
like...
you knew you had to survive it, you'd be looking out for the flower. Like, you're basically fine, but there's
Somebody,
still...
like, drops a bouquet in the hallway, and they just instantly barricade it and send in the squad. Okay. I'm still putting it above fairies.
You underestimate fairies, and I think that's hilarious.
Actually, okay, would I rather fight giant tunnel snake?
Where the tunnel
Okay. Would I fight giant tunnel snake monster? I think this is more dangerous than you think it is. It's huge.
It doesn't move.
Okay,
The second you see it, you're never dead.
in its description, it literally says it is giant. Like, it's a huge beast. I'm just saying, I'm more afraid of it than I am of fairies. At least I'll die like a warrior. Warrior screaming horrifically while small blue people rip you to pieces. Let me die like a warrior.
Fairy Valhalla, dude.
Melting love, painful death.
You got this.
This is
All you have
not...
to do is not have sex with it.
Yeah, painful, instant death. Even if you didn't let melting love touch you, if one person gets infected, it's over. It's Jover.
That's true.
There's no hope. Like, if one infection gets loose from this thing, it's like super Ebola.
That's
Just sitting inside of a vial, and you just hope nobody uncorks that shit. It's not fair. Why can clerks spread it? I'd be fine if it was agent to agent, but it gets clerks.
Dude, it's so bad.
Dude, yeah, no. This is extremely deadly. Easily above these.
I'd agree, actually.
Plus, like, even, like, when we're thinking about... Yeah, no. Melting Glove's horrible. Tool / not applicable. It's more fun than these things. Mirror of Adjustment's cool. I would personally hate being adjusted. Like, I just feel like having, like, oh, sorry, all of your skills with the thing you were good at are now gone, but you're really good at badminton now. Like, it's just not for me, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll put it there.
Look, it's your favorite abnormality.
Nameless fetus. I could die.
The screaming murder baby who eats people.
It basically just, like, it's just more dangerous megahertz. But, like, is it really? It's not that bad.
If it's crying, you throw someone else into it. If it's not crying, you avoid it.
It's, yeah.
Like
suppressing it, working with it, the crying would be really bad. And you know what? If it was crying, I'd give myself, like, 50-50. I'd put it, like, right here. Like, let's just assume, like we've done with all the others that are breaching, this is, like, a bad case scenario. And if that's the case, worst case, 50-50.
That's true.
Like, half of our low-level guys are dying today, baby made a scene.
Okay. But why don't you apply worst case scenario to fairies?
That they're surrounding me, and then I do work on something and they instantly eat me.
I'm just saying, bro. If there are fairies around you, your likelihood of surviving is not that great.
It's true, but if we were doing worst case, I would immediately die to this thing as well.
Okay, that's true. Space Researcher's Notes. We're moving on.
I'm actually gonna put them up here.
Space Researcher's Notes is really fun.
Of all the tools that kill you and take up a slot and are boring, at least these are interesting. Like, they're really good. And they're cool, and they kind of make sense, instead of, like, this ring heals you, that's why you exploded. Yeah. Or, this sap heals you, that's why you exploded. Or, this thing makes you feel braver, that's why you exploded. Like, why are there so many of these? That's the trinity of terrible. Alright, this is not... Oh, no, this is censored. This is nothing there. Painful death. Probably below censored.
Honestly, bro, I think it's even below,
You think it's below mercenary?
yeah.
Okay, but what if it, like...
Mercenary's faster. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
And mercenary kills you slower.
This is, like, psychic damage, dude.
Okay, you know what? You make a fair point.
I'm just saying, mercenary's like a human. It's like, hey, this is like a special forces person who can throw knives 200 miles an hour and dual wield shotguns like the Terminator. Versus like, here's an amalgamation of your friends and coworkers stomping towards you screaming help.
It's terrifying that it just yells, I love you, as it walks towards you with a mace for a hand.
Yeah.
You know what? I would agree, actually.
It's not worse than censored. For sure not worse than censored. Honestly, censored should probably be above melting love.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, we'll do it. If you can die just from sheer fear, then this has got to be one of the worst ways to die.
Yeah.
But you could die from something that you don't know you're afraid of, or you could die from something you do know you're afraid of. I'm still putting Apocalypse Bird higher than censored.
Yeah, I would agree.
Non-applicable. This tool sucks.
It's kind of cool.
We'll
The
put it
employees
here.
make a cute face. It's like my second favorite.
Yeah, it's like you never use it because it sucks.
It's actually not that bad. If
Day
you have
50, if you're like day 40, if you're late
Or if you just-
game.
mid-game and have like an abnormality you've had forever, you've like maxed out.
That's true. I use this more than I use this,
Mm-hmm.
and
like-
they do make like a super cute face when they're happy.
trying to like do one of the super bosses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the mimicry weapon, and you have 999 nothing there because you want that ego gift. Then you are absolutely just gonna go throw that sword into there until it's like insanely powerful, because there's no downside to it.
Yeah, I mean, it still definitely sucks. You can't repause it either, which is the thing that sucks the most about it.
You know, you make a fair point.
Although, if you could repause it, then it would just be broken, so... we'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
I wish it just affected your tool for the day, Then it would be, like, interesting. Grandma! This is old lady. I easy dub. Believe it or not, me as an adult human being could take on a grandma in a fight.
Oh no, the room is really quiet.
Oh no, she smells bad. Technically, this guy fights you. This is just a grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, easy dub. No questions there. Probably at the top of everything, I would put one Sans.
Okay, one sin and hundreds of good deeds is like not applicable though.
He is just not applicable. He's in best friend tier.
He really is.
Best friend tier. Open can of Welchers, also non-applicable.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I
Bro,
guess
you're
we'll put it like it's more dangerous than this.
Somehow, actually.
I put it more dangerous than grandma.
I mean, you could get addicted to it.
Well, there's like a small chance that something could go horribly wrong and you end up in like the Bahamas forever.
You basically can't die.
Oh, this is everybody's favorite abnormality. Parasite tree.
Ooh, I have some strong words about Parasite Tree that I'm not gonna say. Just kidding. I hate Parasite Tree. It literally turns your whole facility into garbage. No matter what, like people are like, oh no, the train. I have to remember the train. If you take out every single person in the whole wing that has Parasite Tree, it will get every clerk before it gets your guy. Just kidding. It always chooses you guys first. I bet you didn't know that. It'll always choose your guys first, and then you have to have execution bullets to kill the clerks that go take the fruit, unless you somehow manage to remember, of which it has no indicator physically at all other than somebody's mind controlled and walking there.
You also can't shake them, right?
No, you just kill them.
Yeah, they just die.
You can shake them, but like in the time you remember, they don't walk across the facility. They're probably in the hallway with Parasite Tree, and it doesn't tell you that someone's mind controlled if it's a clerk. There's nothing you can do. It'll just kill your agents no matter how high level they are. It's bull.
I'm putting it in like low I stand little to no chance tier. Because I feel like, look, I might be able to resist the mind control of some of the lesser mind control entities on this list, like Cherry Blossoms. Zero chance you resist Parasite Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is an extremely powerful object. Honestly, it's probably the lowest in I stand little to no chance tier.
Yeah.
This is everybody's favorite Zane.
Dude, non-applicable.
Yeah, non-applicable. He's like up here. These two are best friends.
They're best friends.
Everybody loves Plague Doctor. He gives kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Porcubus. This is like high 50-50 tier. Actually, screw that. Porcubus is way more dangerous than these two.
Yeah.
Like, I might win. Would I rather fight Porcubus than the actual on-fire bird turning everything into an oven? At least Porcubus's death is less painful.
And technically, it's pleasurable.
Remember, the argument here is I have a gun. In which case, I think it's actually more dangerous than this, but still not any of these guys. At least you can run from the bird.
Yeah, and the bird just goes back.
It's not that fast.
And it's like, oh no, it's getting hot in here, and then you walk away.
I hate this. It's another tool. It's just boring. Like,
it technically has an infinite you could do.
It has, like, stuff you can do with it, but, like, let's be real, no one even uses this tool. Like, it's like, you think, like, oh man, I could do a thing, and then, like, next day it's just gone. You forget it exists and never use it.
Mm-hmm.
I could shelter of 27th March shenanigans. Whoa. You can do that with lots of other stuff, too. This is just not that cool. It's better than Mirror of Adjustment. We'll put it there.
Yeah.
Capote. I could die.
If it's already broken out, it's basically just like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, like, it's like a pro wrestler.
And, like, you have a gun.
You have a gun versus Capote. I mean, Capote is like, I'd say, like, if you welded two Dwayne "The Rock" Johnsons together and then, like, gave them cocaine.
It's a gorilla. It's a silverback gorilla.
It's just a pissed off gorilla. It's just
an
angry
a few
gorilla.
times and you're done. You're good.
All right, Flesh Prophecy. Wow, it's okay.
I'd put it way above that one.
You put it like up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just like researcher's notes, but like
it's just cooler researcher's notes.
It's like the book they tell you not to worry about.
Yeah.
Punishing Bird, easy dub.
Yeah.
Punishing Bird is high easy dub tier.
Because if you, like, swat it away on accident, you instantly get immolated.
Yeah, like, if you react, you lose. It's like watching those, like, one of those, like, don't laugh, like, you laugh, you lose. Except it's actually funny, because if you laugh, you instantly die.
Yeah.
It's like you laugh, you lose, but there's a sniper dot on your forehead.
Yeah.
Which honestly sounds pretty entertaining. I stand little to no chance. Probably here.
I'd put it above the boys and below the wolf.
I'm putting it above the wolf. The wolf is
They're
one
just kind
entity.
Of strong guys.
No. They're really strong guys. And they're everywhere. And they spread super easy and super fast.
I mean, you make a fair point. It's basically like a mini zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it's like Melting Love, but like you don't have to instantly hit the day reset button when you see somebody's infected.
Honestly, I agree. Put it above
Clouded Monk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put it above Clouded Monk. Clouded Monk's definitely terrifying, but Bee Queen hit different, dude. I hate this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Red Shoes. Red Shoes is one of those, like, possession types, so we're gonna assume that I don't have to win a battle against shoes. I have to win a battle against a crazed axe maniac person with shoes and supernatural strength.
I would put it, like, below Meat Lantern, above Fairies.
You think?
You shoot the guy.
Yeah, but he is, like, strong. Like, it's like one of those, like, it's like when, they're, like, doped up and they just don't feel anything. Like, it's gonna take a lot of ammo to get this guy to stop charging at you with his red shoes,
That's true. So, honestly, above Refraction variant?
Yeah, I'd say, like, here.
Yeah.
This dangerous. I like that, like, if we were taking this more seriously, pretty much all of these would be in, like, I stand little to no chance.
Yeah. If it was based off the stats they have in-game, I don't know if you could be anything other than the, like, training dummy rabbit. And honestly, Forsaken Murderer.
Forsaken Murderer? Granny's killed more people than Murderer has. Just because she makes you hold still.
Yeah.
But in a fight, I'd rather fight an old lady than a murderer. I don't know if that sounds crazy to you. Rudalta of the Slate. My least favorite abnormality in the whole game. It does real-life psychic damage to the person playing it. I hate this thing.
Dude, it's
not even hard. It's lower than Popode.
Yeah, it's so slow.
It does white damage because it bleeds on you. Imagine inverse Santa sliding towards you and then bleeding on you and leaving. That would be horrible. But is that, like, mind-breaking horrible? No. And if you have a gun, you're probably just gonna shoot him a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you. I hate this thing. It's so... it's gross. Weird. Gross and weird. Scarecrow searching for wisdom. I know that we meme about this guy because he breaks out 24/7 and you just have to put him back away. But I'm just saying, if like...
I think he's at the bottom of my mind.
I'd put him higher. I'd put him like...
He's still insanely weak.
Dude, but
he's
like...
so fragile and so slow. Like, a couple shots and he's falling over, dude.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, sure.
He's a 10-foot-tall scarecrow with a hook for an arm and a scythe for an arm.
You're never gonna get hit by either of those.
Okay, he also has the brain-sucking tentacle attack that just shoots out of his head at you.
The only thing that could kill you is the brain-sucking attack. Yeah, it's it right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still think I'd rather fight the Scarecrow than Porcupus, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude is how you say it. That's right. Good job.
Hey.
This is gonna be in, like...
It's the easiest of dubs. All you have to do is hope that no other person walks into it to look at it.
That's true. I could die. I could die.
Put it, like, below Meat Lantern. No, I like it right there.
It's like I could die.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot that could go wrong with this.
Yes.
Honestly, so much so that I almost put it up here in 50-50 below the red shoes.
Honestly, dude, yeah.
It's pretty deadly. I'd rather...
If somebody looks at it, there's a saw through your chest.
Yeah.
If you accidentally look at it, there's a saw through your chest.
It's like defusing a bomb.
All you have to do is close your eyes and punch it until it dies.
Honestly, like, it's like high 50-50 tier. It really depends on a lot of factors.
Actually, you're so right.
Like, it's very dangerous. This is gonna be, like...
Easy dub.
The child is an easy dub.
I guess it depends if it's marked you. If it's marked you, it's still an easy dub.
It's more dangerous than, like, these things.
It's less dangerous than Forsaken Murderer.
Kind of.
It's so slow.
Yeah, but, like, there's no guarantee, like, when you notice it. Because if you're its target, you'll turn around and you're like, oh, what the? And then you explode.
But is this under the assumption that you know you're fighting it?
Alright, we'll put it at, like, extremely low. I could die.
Yeah, it's like, it's in the same category as, like, Punishing Bird.
Yeah, where it's like...
If you somehow manage to do something wrong, you die.
Yeah. Not applicable, but extremely high up. 27th of March is just really funny. It's just a funny tool. It's like, it's what these guys wish they were on the end.
Okay, actually, hold up. Back to Scorched Girl, okay?
Yeah.
It's basically Meat Lantern, but it can walk.
But it doesn't, like, it's like
But it's way easier to kill.
Yeah, and, you know, it doesn't insta-give you the second you touch it.
It does. It does as much damage as me.
Well, I know, but it picks up spot and explodes. It doesn't, like, find the first clerk and then just instantly blow up.
It finds the person it targeted and then instantly blows up.
Yeah.
So, like,
alright, fine. It is more dangerous than Rudalta, just because I hate you.
Yeah.
I didn't even give this guy animations because he deserves no love.
He has animations, they're just not good ones. He just wiggles.
This is, like, really low I could die tier. Like, we'll put it above that. Is it, like... Even right here. Today's Shylock is funny. I like him. His faces are funny. I like that his ego gift is just giving you a face on top of your face.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't think I'd die to him.
You walk in when he happy.
Even if you accidentally walk in, or, you know, you walk in immediately and like 3 frames later he switches to sad, so he's sad now, you know. It's very rare that you would die from him, but there's a chance. Is the chance greater than like the guys to the left of him? No it's not.
There's a higher chance you would die to it than you die to Forsaken Murderer, dude.
Yeah. Well, wow, really?
Forsaken Murderer is such a joke.
He's such a meme. You know what's not a meme? Singing Machine. Singing Machine is like, I stand little to no chance.
I would put it...
I think it's at the bottom of I stand little to no chance tier.
I would put it above, Parasite Tree. Once it's going, you have to constantly be fighting crazed people. It's just like, it's the Red Shoes on steroids.
Yeah, it's like the Red Shoes, but they never stop. So yeah, we'll put it above Parasite Tree.
And like, they just kind of like knock you out.
Hey look, another extremely high I might win. Snow White's Apple. I think...
Yeah, you do have a chance, you just don't stand on the stuff. And you just never take that risk. There is a chance.
But like, in terms of repressing this thing, it's a monster.
Yeah.
I stand, like... I stand more of a chance against this than Big Bird and their Freshits, but like, not by much. Not by much, dude. I would rather fight Porcubus than this thing. It's a beast. This is gonna be like... Alright, this is Spider Bud.
If you had to do work with it and survive, it's just, are you gonna step on a spider or not?
Yeah, we'll put it like low 50-50.
That's what I think.
It's more dangerous than these things.
If you had to suppress it... Dude, I would love if, like, Spider Bud could break out. Because then it would be like a WoW, and it would be so cool.
Yeah. Or even just an HE and have, like, something interesting. I feel like Spider Bud, like, they never finished it, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost cool. Painful Death. Yeah, I don't think Burrowing Heaven's a question. That is extremely painful death. Is it worse than Censored? It really depends. But Burrowing Heaven is like nightmare material.
Yeah, you don't really, like... Theoretically, if you were in a room with it and you were aware of its existence, you could take turns blinking your eyes and just not screw that up, and then just shoot it in its stupid eye until it dies. In which case, there is technically a chance, but that chance is way, way smaller than surviving, like, Mercenary. I would put it below, Melting Love.
I don't know, bro. By the time this thing's broken out, there will almost inevitably be so many casualties. And it's utterly random whether or not it's you.
That's true.
Like, you just have to hope you're facing the right direction when this thing breaks out.
Honestly, dude, you're right. It's painful death.
This is extremely painful death. Not these three. These three are really hard to beat in terms of painful death, but it's extremely painful death. Child of the Galaxy, on the other hand, easy dub.
It's a child.
Below Punishing Bird, they cry. If you don't take their gift, they cry, and it's really sad. If you take their gift, they cry, and then you instantly die.
Honestly, bro, I'd put it below Grandma.
I mean, like, yeah. I really love that this tier list has devolved into, could you win against a bowl of blood, a child, or an old lady? This, however, I stand little to no chance.
It's lower than Alrune and higher than Judgment Bird.
You know what? I agree with that. Dreaming Current, bro.
It wipes through the entire facility in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, you have mere moments before you are a fine red mist.
Yeah.
This thing...
And if you don't suppress it, then it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can do as a human being to stop it.
Yeah, I agree.
Or survive it.
It's still lower than Alrune, because it could not pick an area that you're in. I love that all three of the top of I stand little to no chance is like, Yeah, you could live if it just RNGs into not hitting you.
Yeah. And then the, like, 2 below it are just like, if it's in the same room, you die.
Oh, hey, look! The Quartet of Trash.
Heart of Aspiration. Heart of Aspiration's actually okay.
Hey, you know what?
I use it more often than I do the portrait, I'll tell you what.
You know how I feel about Heart of Aspiration? Look, it's in terms of how I feel, it's like over here. Like it's like near the bottom of Tool/NA, you know?
Bruh, it's the same thing as the other tools. Like,
it does the same thing, but the reason I'm putting it in a tier is because let's just assume someone else has Heart of Aspiration. And then they go berserk. I'm basically dealing with like a normal man on an adrenaline high who's going berserk and attacking. In which case, I think a normal man with a gun going berserk is more dangerous than a swarm of piranha. I'm just kidding. Higher than Papote because, like, he doesn't have a gun.
yeah.
Honestly, I think Matchstick Girl and Papote are kind of interchangeable, but
Yeah.
if it was like, if they showed me like 2 pictures, like, would you rather battle this cute dog or this like scary looking girl? I'd pick the girl because there's a catch with the dog. King of Greed.
I think it's...
I stand little to no chance
I would put it...
right here.
below Wolf, dude.
Below Wolf.
Like...
Yeah, alright.
You have time when you see the portal, and the portal is always near a door, which means you can always run through the door. And also, when you actually see it, it's very, very slow and only does damage when it touches you.
To be fair, you are immediately removed from this planet when it touches you.
When it touches you, there is no hope you die.
Alright, speaking of high I stand little to no chance tier.
Yeah.
Night of Despair. That's not a super question.
Dude, it's below Judgment Bird though, right?
They both do soul damage.
I mean, that's true. But
The
Judgment Bird
9-foot-tall
seems to-
floating lady who fires floating swords at you that pierce your soul are definitely terrifying.
Okay, I know, but if you're in the same room with Judgment Bird and Night of Despair, one fires something that when it hits you removes your soul, and one of them goes, whoa! And then your soul is gone.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Okay, yep. I do think the Judgment Bird is... Like, Judgment Bird is the most scary, like, fair fight. Everything above Judgment Bird is like, this is cheating. This is very unfair.
Yeah.
But, like, things that you would fight in a battle, I think Judgment Bird is the highest of those tier. Well, maybe. There is one thing coming up that I see.
Oh,
Before that, though, this is the Little Prince. Little Prince is like...
it's just a big monster.
It's like the lowest of I Might Win.
It's a really strong big monster.
He doesn't even breach. He just makes guys, doesn't he? He's that mushroom.
Yeah, but the guys he makes are really strong.
Yeah.
They're stronger than Scarecrow, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're faster than Scarecrow.
Well, and, you know, it's basically just The Last of Us. Do you think you could win against one of The Last of Us mushroom men?
Yeah.
Possibly one if I have a gun, and they're not even as infectious as the ones in Last of Us, like... But still, I'm putting it below Scarecrow. I feel fear for Scarecrow.
I mean, that's true. There's not really anything you can do once you get close enough to the Scarecrow for the Sucky to hit you.
Yeah. But it just is such a painful way to die.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that most tier lists have Mountain of Smiling Bodies tier 1 and Mountain of Smiling Bodies tier 3 as different creatures?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's okay, because every Mountain of Smiling Bodies is a painful death.
Oh no!
They would just be in different places in painful death tier.
Tier 3 Mountain of Smiling Bodies is like on par with Censored.
Yeah.
Tier 1 Mountain of Smiling Bodies is like a little bit above Train.
Yeah. It's like, worse, it's not as bad as her, but it's definitely worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, let's just average it out.
It still blows me away you think the Train is worse than Alrian.
Dude, I'm just saying you have a chance to run away from Alrion. Once Train's triggered, it's literally RNG. And it's RNG that is technically the fastest in the game. Train is faster than this thing. It's faster than Dreaming Current.
It is not faster than Dreaming Current.
Dreaming Current takes a second. Dreaming Current sits there and is like, alright, it's time to murder everything.
Okay, that's true. But by the time it's moving, it's RNG because it can random into the room you're in.
Yeah.
In a matter of frames.
Yes.
Literally.
Dude, Train is just bad. I feel like people would get mad at me if Train wasn't really high up. Because everybody hates the Train.
Still, dude, Alrion, the teleporting flower monster that turns your soul into flowers in a matter of seconds.
I know you hate Alrion, but I feel like that's
It's not fair! Why is it so strong? It's a WoW that breaks out when you do not good and not bad with it. So, you know, most of the time when you work with it, it instantly breaks out, teleports around the entirety of your facility, and just randomly does like 10 million damage to anyone near. Do you know how many times Alrion's broken out? And then everything that counts on deaths also instantly breaks out?
Okay.
It kills every glurk in your facility.
The Naked Nest, once again, is something that is easy by itself, but we're going to be assuming you're fighting a Naked Nest infested guy.
Can you fight the urges of Naked Nest, Brian?
Believe it or not, I'm not fluke marm pilled. I think Naked Nest is like...
It's just a scary guy, bro.
You think the Naked Nest guy... I think Naked Nest guy is scarier than the Little Prince.
It's one of your agents, so it probably has a gun and a weapon and is way stronger than a normal guy with a gun. And it's not crazed, but literally just strong and desires to kill.
I'm gonna put it here just because, like, these two basically, like the Little Prince and Naked Nest both pick a guy, infest him, and turn him into a killing machine. But Naked Nest is scarier.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Purple Man versus, like, hollowed out weird leech man who moves with jerky movements. I'd take the mushroom.
And also still has the gear the guy they had.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Queen of Hatred, painful death.
What are you gonna do against a dragon that teleports and shoots lasers?
It's painful death tier higher than these two.
Which is saying something.
I feel fear for Mountain of Smiling Vice, but Queen of Hatred has instilled the fear of God in me. This thing, I see her in my nightmares, bro. Yeah. Painful death tier. Alright, moving on. Teresia. This is one of those non-applicable ones. But I really like Teresia.
Teresia is one of the only ways to work with Censored without a fiver.
Yeah.
Which is, like, the best.
I agree. Teresia is just a cool tool. It's like one of the few tools I actually like, you know? It's interesting. It has, like, upsides and downsides, you know? It's a good tool. It's almost best friend tier. Alright, painful death.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I would put it above freaking Melting Love.
I'm putting it above Melting Love as well. Silent Orchestra. Now, I know there's going to be people... I just know there are going to be people who's like, Silent Orchestra technically can't kill you because it's only in the... No, Silent Orchestra kills you. You die. If you don't die, it's a day reset. And we're not even talking balance here, but, like, if Silent Orchestra breaks out, you're dead. And it's horrible.
Like, Silent Orchestra is either, like, you have to do everything you've just done, except, like, way harder, and you're probably gonna have to fight, like, a dusk or a midnight.
At least with Melting Love, you die. I don't want to get Groundhog Day'd in the SCP Foundation.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a very fair point. And if you don't want to get Groundhog Day, fight literally the music that kills you. Like,
yeah.
What? You're gonna sit in the room and just cry to yourself as you know this is the last sound you're ever gonna hear and you're gonna slip away at any moment?
No. I think I speak for the whole community when I say that Silent Orchestra is a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Ice Queen.
We're gonna assume you have to fight Ice Queen.
I could win.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it's like here. I'd rather fight Snow White's Apple than Ice Queen. I could survive.
Yeah, you just walk in, it gives you a sword, and, like, you fight it.
I mean, everything here, like, everything left of Ice Queen is just 95% and above death.
Mm-hmm.
And everything to the right is, like, anywhere from 80 to, like, 60% chance of death.
Mm-hmm.
But Ice Queen, yeah, it's hard. She's probably higher than the 80% chance of death, which is this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Void Dream. Like, low 50-50 tier.
The sheep that puts you to sleep.
The sheep that puts you to sleep. Like, honestly, like, bro, it's like there.
You don't even die.
Yeah, but it does put you into, like, a really long sleep.
Unless someone wakes you up.
Yeah. There are problems with the sheep, though. Like, it's not like it's guaranteed safe.
I mean, that's true, but technically the grandma isn't guaranteed safe.
You're not wrong. Alright, you know what? Fine. You've convinced me. Easy dub. Still more dangerous than Forsaken Murderer.
Yeah.
This is definitely the woman facing the wall is like high I could die tier. There's a lot that can go, and it's not just you. Like, do I think woman facing the wall would kill me? Perhaps. I don't think she would, but like, you know, it would be close. But the issue is everyone else would start going insane. Or, you know, I'm built different. Everyone else would go insane.
Yeah.
No, but like, there's a lot of problems with it. In fact, I'm probably putting her higher than Meat Lantern. Like,
Just move.
yeah, I'm putting her higher than Meat Lantern. Like, I'm more scared of her than I am of Meat Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid of Meat Lantern. Like, the people see this tier list and they're like, he could fight anything. No, I'm just afraid of everything. Oh man, this guy. Warm-hearted woodsman.
Ooh, I would put it below, I would put it below Dream of a Black Swan, but above Singing Machine.
You think he's there?
He is a giant metal man with an axe who kills people.
That is true.
He's basically Forsaken Murderer, except competent. Like,
that's true. I would not want to face down, like, a 10-foot tall axe-wielding piece of metal that has, like, the sounds of still screaming people that it has stuffed inside of it. It's not as bad as A Dream of a Black Swan, but it's definitely an I stand little to no chance tier. This is one of those not
my
applicable.
least favorite tool in the game.
We can do anything.
No matter what, an agent dies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna put it up here.
It's still cooler than the bottom three, dude, but, like, behavior adjustment has more use than it.
Whatever. I like it. It's interesting. Like, you're afraid of it because you hate when people die.
I mean, to be fair...
But it, like, this is everybody's best friend for, like, day 40 and beyond, when, like, you can win a run that you shouldn't have, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not as cool as everything to the left of it, but I like it. Speaking of which, everybody's favorite abnormality, White Knight.
Yes.
I'd say White Knight's the most painful death in the game.
Yeah.
It
is literally the wrath of God. Old Testament God just smites you down.
Yeah, like, Old Testament God just gets mad at you, and, like, it's time to die.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say that's painful death tier. I don't think that's much of a question.
Whether or not you survive is, like, not a question. But if you were to survive, the person you were is dead. You're a new person.
Yeah, so... Yeah, White Knight...
You could survive if you were the 13th apostle.
Yeah, it's not really a question. Alright, Yin. We'll start with Yin. Yin is, like... I put Yin, like...
I would put it below Funeral.
Dude, Yin is super dangerous, though.
Yeah.
Yin breaking out, because, like, in this scenario, Yin and Yang always breach. This is not, like, a question. You always have Yin, and you always have Yang, you know?
So, like, just put them right next to each other.
They are kind of just the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if they ask me which one of them I'd want to fight, I'd pick, you know, Yang.
Yeah, the one that heals you really fast.
Yeah.
And doesn't do anything, versus the one that instantly makes your body and mind disintegrate.
Yeah, it's like the fish just like swims through you and you just turn into black ash.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's fair. Obviously, if they do touch painful death tier, probably like above censored or a little below censored. No, we'll put it above censored.
Yeah.
Bald is awesome. Easy dub.
It makes you bald and that's it.
Easy dub. I would rather fight everything below this than be bald, I guess.
Dude, you're insane. I would put it like between Grandma and Welshers. You would rather drink a can of Welshers, knowing what it could do, than be bald.
Okay, you make a fair point. I would rather... Yeah, we'll put it there. Keep calm and go bald. Easy dub.
Dude.
It's hilarious. It's a great meme. This is probably one of the most interesting tools in the game.
It's technically the best tool in the game, too.
Yeah, we'll put it like right here. I think it's more fun than everything over here. But it and Theresia, for me, are honestly interchangeable. They're so cool.
My favorites go Flesh Idol, then Theresia, and then You Must Be Happy. I almost said we can change anything. No, I hate we can change.
Well, that's all the base game abnormalities. These are all of the, you know, what are they? Ordeals that can spawn. So we'll be starting off with Dawn of Green.
It's pretty slow. It's pretty easy to kill.
Low 50-50 tier.
That's what I think.
It's still a Terminator, dude. Like, it's like, you know, Kirkland's Terminator, but it's still a Terminator.
I mean, if it gets to you, there's more holes in your chest than holes in Swiss cheese.
Yeah. So, it's lucky they designed it to be really good at hitting things, but not really good at getting to things. This is the perfect food. Perfect food is like low I might win.
Is it one bug or all?
It is like a swarm of them.
Ew, I would put it...
I
would put it above the Firebird, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can kick them off, shoot them, and like, when one jumps at you, you punch it away, but you're gonna get hella scratched up. And by the time there's one left, I don't know if you'll have the ammo, nor the, like, endurance to deal with it.
It's real bad. Oh, these aren't actually in order. Well, we'll make sure and do the Dawns in order. Cool. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. It's pretty fair. Alright, this clown, Dawn of Crimson.
Bro, it's
Easy
such an easy
dub.
dub.
Oh no, it explodes when it dies. There's literally someone who does that, but she walks towards you and she's higher on the list.
It's just a firework.
Yeah.
Like, I would put it, like, above Welchers and below the,
There's something... Good job, Forsaken Murderer. You did it. There's something more dangerous, or less dangerous than you. Incredible.
There's something that wants to kill you that's less dangerous than you. That's literally the first.
I hate these things because they're annoying, but they're not dangerous. Unless you're a clerk and you stand directly next to them while firing your gun, and in which case, that's your fault. It's like shooting a propane tank.
You stand away and shoot it, or like you kick it in the face and run away. Like it's
literally use your pocket sand. Dawn of Purple. This is like 50-50 tier, straight up.
I mean, yeah.
I'd put it below Baby because I hate Nameless Fetus, but I'm putting it above the Happy Teddy Bear.
Dude, I'd put it below Shoes, honestly.
Yeah, dude. Black damage is scary, though.
I mean, yeah, but it does very, very, very little black damage. It's basically getting splashed with acid and, like, being shown a picture you dislike.
Okay.
You're not touching it.
I mean, that's a funny image, so that's alright. Alright, moving on to the Dawns. This is not a Dawn, is it? Is this a Dusk?
We're moving on to Noon.
Oh, Noons. Sorry. Is this, I forget if this guy's Noon.
Dusk.
He is Dusk, okay. In that case, we have 2 Noons, right?
3.
Oh, these guys are Noon as well, you're right. Alright, well, starting off with the Sweepers. This is extremely high I might win.
Bruh, I think it's bottom of I stand little to no chance.
You know what?
It's 3 guys wearing bulletproof armor with scythes for hands.
Honestly, they're probably more dangerous than Parasite Tree.
Yeah. Parasite Tree, you could at least kill other people who try to go into the room.
I'd much rather have one Parasite Tree proc in my day as an employee than the sweepers invade.
Dude. Or just like, if 3 sweepers plop down in front of you and you're told to survive,
Good luck.
like no chance. They hunt down living things. It's not like...
Yeah, I love that most of the ordeals are going to be at least in 50-50, if not higher. Actually, I don't think there's any ordeals except this exact Crimson Clown that are going to be anything other than above 50-50. Okay.
Noon of Green.
Noon of Green. These guys.
It's warm-hearted woodsman with a gun and way weaker.
Yeah, it's somehow slower than Warm-Hearted Woodsman. I'm putting it right here.
Dude, it has a gun.
It does have a gun.
It's stronger. It's above I might win.
You think it's above I might win?
I mean, let's say there's all-around helper and the freaking...
I'm just saying I'd rather fight all-around helper. Or no, sorry. I'd rather fight this thing than all-round helper. Because this thing stops to take a break.
After shooting a round into your chest, you can't survive that. You're a human being.
He could
You can
miss.
survive a few stabs and then run away.
But if getting shot was the prerequisite, death ray shoots should be a lot higher.
Okay, but here's the thing. We argue you could knock the gun out of Dare Free Shoot's hands. If you get hit by the bullet of Dare Free Shoots, it is a painful death.
Okay.
That's how that works.
So you're saying he's like here?
I'd put him below sweepers, but yeah.
I think we should just move sweepers up, honestly. Sweepers are just more competent versions of crazy coworkers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think sweepers should go here.
Yeah, actually,
Sweepers are really dangerous.
sweepers are insanely dangerous. Following lore-wise, they'd probably be way higher, too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's true. And there's so many sweepers that invade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Full stop. We're putting sweepers up here.
Yeah.
Like, they're really dangerous. This thing, the celebration of the Crimson Flesh Clown monstrosity that I hate looking at.
Honestly, I'd put it right next to the, Perfect Food.
Perfect Food?
Yeah.
I was thinking of putting it lower.
I mean,
Like, I think it's like, I'd still rather fight this thing than Shandon Friday.
That's true. I'd put it at least above freaking De La Luna, though.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Alright, let's see here.
Now time for Dusk. There's only 2.
Yeah, there's only 2 Dusks, and the rest of these are Midnight Ordeals. This guy! I stand little to no chance. Yeah.
I would put it above, Judgment Bird.
You'd put it above? How many of these guys spawn? Like, a ton of them spawn, right?
1 for each wing.
Yeah, alright.
And then each one spawns a swarm.
Yeah, I would definitely rather fight this than... Or I'd rather fight Judgment Bird than a swarm of these things. At least Judgment Bird's death is instant.
Yeah. I mean, it takes your soul, but...
This guy is definitely gonna be, like, high I might win. The dice have little to no chance.
I
We'll
mean...
put him above Parasite Tree.
It's basically all-around helper, but it doesn't stop moving.
Yeah, it's basically like, look, if I just had to fight this guy, I could win. He's not even as dangerous as the top 5, and I might win.
But
the
dies,
issue
you have to
is...
fight 2 of the noons.
Yeah, the issue is he's, like, a lot more than you want. And he's terrifying.
That is terrifying, yeah.
Alright, moving on to Midnight Ordeals, which all of them are going to be Painful Death category. Wow.
Whoa.
Insane.
It's just what order are they in?
Yeah, it's what order of Painful Death are they?
Bruh, Perfect Food is below Queen of Hatred.
Yeah.
You just get eaten alive by a bunch of things.
Yeah.
The easiest way out is getting hit by the giant mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll put it's the painful death here. All right, we'll do Midnight of Green next. I think it's like the lowest of painful death.
I mean, what? You just like jump into the laser and it's over.
You can dodge it. Like there's a world where you come out alive, but not really.
Yeah.
Like you can live from this, but it's the amount of coordination and luck required. It's just painful death tier.
Mm.
Now, here's another fun one. These are all painful deaths, but it's fun to try to figure out which one's the highest in painful death.
The blue one is like right below censored.
Right below censored?
It's the eyeball that when it looks at you starts removing your soul from your body and moves faster than anything in the game and can teleport and you can't hurt it.
I think it's lower than Burrowing Heaven.
Burrowing Heaven's instant.
You're not wrong.
I mean, it is an organism shooting tiny little needles throughout your entire body until you're a tree. Actually, you know, I agree.
It's really hard to beat these 5 as the absolute worst ways to die.
Mm.
It's close. Somehow it's worse than this thing.
Mm. And then, what? There's the giant white tentacle that's kind of opaque and goopy. I'm not gonna mention that.
I think it's actually lower than the laser.
Yeah.
The red one is
The giant demon claw.
probably higher than Mountain of Smiling Bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And then the purple one is probably... Do you think it's below or above Queen of Hatred?
Below.
Alright. Well, that's that. Do we have any last minute changes?
Rudalta, painful death.
Not what they deserve, what they give you.
Schadenfreude might have to be higher. Or Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude should be higher?
I mean, like...
You know, you make a fair point.
You can't actually just kind of run from it.
I would put Shannon... I would fight any of these before I fought Schadenfreude.
Honestly, you're totally right. Schadenfreude is terrifying. And so deadly. Dude, the Noon of Green and Warm-Hearted Woodsman, I feel like, are interchangeable.
Right? They're like the same thing.
Mm.
You know, you make a fair point. Honestly, I feel like it should probably go like this. I mean, the singing machine's awful for you. And his singing machine should be here, even.
I think the freaking Queen of Greed should be below,
Purple?
No, that's Queen of Hatred.
Oh, yeah, Queen of Hatred, sorry. King of Greed?
Yeah, King of Greed.
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like we underestimate how awful Singing Machine is.
Honestly, dude, King of Greed should go below,
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there.
Right there.
Like, it's so slow, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you don't know it's coming.
Yeah. It could always just appear right behind you.
And you'll have more time than if it was anything else in that category.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Would you rather have, like... question. Would you rather have King of Greed just appear behind you, or anything above King of Greed appear behind you?
Yeah.
Like, the door gets kicked open and Funeral is standing there. You're like, yeah.
I like how Funeral's HE, but Funeral does just snap his fingers and you die.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a human being, he just goes, butterflies! And your soul is being carried off to heaven as your body hits the ground.
You do a little death rattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Alright, I'd say this is the official and only objectively correct tier list on how many of these things I could defeat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hilarious that there's as many as there are below the 50-50 tier.